All right, today you are going to take your last Module 3 test. So we're going to walk through it like always, and of course we're going to do the vocab ones together. So just follow along with me as I talk through some of these questions. Dun, 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 dun. So you're reading a story about the world's oldest computer. Fun fact. And their first question is off of one of our prefixes that we learned. The next question is a question using a content area word, which we talked about a ton. You have to basically use context clues to find out exactly what it means. Number 3 is the same type of question. You need to, we've already learned the suffix lologist, so you have to find out what that means using context clues, and that's also a content area word. And then you have a question about story structure. So what are 2 effects of removing minerals from the mechanism? So you have to click 2, so it's a little bit different. Number 9, this is your short answer question. Based on the section Ancient Computers, what caused scientists to be able to determine what the anti-meal mechanism was? Mrs. Kneifel could not say that word. So, Ancient Computers, you're going to have to go to that section, okay? Next. Number 9, how does the photograph help readers understand the passage? And we talked about that over the past 2 weeks, why did authors decide to add which part of photographs, and what does that help or not help? Why is that one specific? Here, oh wait, sorry, and that was the last, did I just skip one? No, okay, I didn't. Then I need everyone to go to number 7. There are only 9 questions this week instead of 10, so number 7, so we can do the the grammar together. And as always, we read the selection and choose the best answer to each question. Blakely wrote a report about having lunch at her friend Maya's house. Read the first part of the report and look for any changes she should make. When you finish reading, answer the questions that follow. Same procedure as always. Lunch at Maya's house. When I eat lunch at my house, it is very ordinary. I am usually in a hurry. I often quickly make a salad, grab a sandwich, or just eat a granola bar. I was delighted to discover that lunch at my friend Maya's house was a lot more tasty and colorful than my usual lunches. That was a long sentence. 4. At her house, lunch is considered a serious meal and is treated as such. I arrived at Maya's house at 11:45 a.m. Maya had told me to be there at 11:30. Maya told me not to worry since we had plenty of time to eat. She asked me if I had ever eaten crab empanadas. I asked her to define the word empanada for me, and she told me that it was a fried pastry that is, but not one that is sweet nor dessert-like. Question 1. Read sentence 2. I am usually in a hurry. I often quickly make a salad, grab a sandwich, or just eat a granola bar. Where should the conjunction because be placed in this sentence? Please check and see if you can find an answer. And when you know, raise your hand. Where should the conjunction because, and this is a subordinating conjunction, be placed in this sentence? Mason, where do you think? I am going to disagree with you because this is a subordinating conjunction. So often it's rare, John. Right, at the very, very beginning. So it should go before I am. So because I am in a hurry, I often quickly make a salad, grab a sandwich, or just eat a granola bar. So number 7 is A. I repeat, number 7 is A. Number 8, read sentence 5 and 6. I arrived at Maya's house at 11:45 a.m. Maya had told me to get there by 11:30 a.m. How should the sentence be combined to create a complex sentence with a dependent clause and an independent clause? Please read over those sentences, and when you think you have an answer, please raise your hand. When you think you know the answer, please raise your hand. Malik, what do you think? What'd you say? I agree. It is D. So although subordinating conjunction, I arrived at Maya's house at 11:45 a.m., that would be our dependent clause. Our independent can't stand alone. Maya had told me to get there by 11:30 a.m. I agree with Malik. It is D. So 8 is D. Please click D and move to number 9. Read sentence 9. I asked her to define the word empanada for me, and she told me that it was a fried pastry, but one that is sweet, nor dessert-like. So, where should the correlative conjunction neither be placed in the sentence? So remember, correlative conjunctions are the ones that work in pairs. So where should neither be placed in that sentence? If you heard Mrs. Kneifel just try to read that sentence and notice where I messed up, that might be a little bit of a hint. Abby? Correct. It should say that is neither sweet nor dessert-like. So it is C. So once again, 7 was A, 8 was D, and 9 is C. You officially have 3 correct answers. The rest of the time till you are working on completing the rest of the test. Remember, step 1 is to actually read all parts of the test, okay? If you want to throw your headphones in and have it read to you, I would be okay with that today. It's a little bit of a harder story. You can just press the little sound button. Eliana, I need you to go. Once you finish your test, you may either A, read a book, or B, if you are one of my people that still has e-learning work to do, you may do that. Are there any questions before I let you go? Ethan? Okay. Any questions? If not, you are going to get, finish because you've already been started. You have 3 answers correct.